And so Stretch is doing a really good job mixing up his recovery. Not getting.
This is ridiculous. Like, Stretch did a phenomenal job recovering, as you said, Trash Take. But Alternis was there every single turn.
Good. I mean, Alternis not dissuaded by any means.
Alternis looking for that KO punch opening, and he's got it right there, taking it.
But look at the way Alternis has been playing, just not letting him breathe, not letting him get anything started.
Oh, good catch the jump. Battlefield does have a low blast zone comparatively, and KO punch. Come on, it's too easy. You cannot pick any tech option against Mac because Alternis reads minds. That's what people don't know about him, is he is a real mind reader. But it was on, oh no, he got him on both. Come on, oh my God, they're just kids. Oh, Alternis. Both individually.
Channel.
Do you think there's a lot of emotional tax trying to find success in esports? Maybe not even at the top, but just trying to get into it.
Yeah, I would say there's a good amount of emotional tax there. You know, trying to be the best at anything is stressful.
What's the hardest part, you think, that people like need to deal with emotionally?
Especially
when it comes to Smash.
Proving themselves, probably. I think that's probably the hardest part when it comes to the emotional side of things. Is, you know what you can do, people know what you can do, so you're just trying to live up to that. And when it falls short, you're like, I could have done better, I could have done this, I could have done that. And, that sticks with you until you kind of get over it. I would say I'm probably one of the more expressive players out there when it comes to, I'm showing, that didn't work, that was great. I think that the more emotion people share, while they're playing, it shows that they care about what's happening more. I think that people who, just kind of, they look like they're dead inside while they're playing, I think they're either trying too hard or that's the only way they can focus like that. But I think the majority of people, if, in my opinion at least, for the majority of people, if you don't see any reaction from them, I think they don't care as much.
You think they're trying their hardest?
They might be, but I think even if they are trying their hardest, it feels like the result doesn't matter as much to them.
What's the most expressive you've been recently that you can feel like?
It was so most expressive that I've been recently. There was a match against Joj last week at Xanadu. It was losers final, game 5. And I'm basically being made to look like a fool. It's Terry versus Ike, and he keeps edgeguarding me with up B. He's not even dragging me down, he's just catching me and then sending me blasting. And so you can see me in the player cam of the VOD, just really?
Lost. He's not happy about that.
Yeah.
And he's dead.
Yeah, super dead.
So what the commentator said stuck. What do you say?
He was just talking about how frustrated I was getting.
Yeah, that was one of the times where you can see your opponent unravel.
I was getting pissed at myself. I was mad that I couldn't, shake that. I was mad that I was hearing it.
And that extra tilt to him, and you can see that it was stuck in his head for the remainder of the set. And I mean, I know as a student of the game, I know that's easy to kind of keep that interaction in your head so you can remember it for later and kind of really break it down so you can understand it for the future. But in moments like that, it's kind of best to just let it go.
I'm thinking about my set against Light back at Glitch Infinite.
First of all, let's talk about who Light is. Is Light the best Fox in the world?
Light is absolutely the best Fox in the world.
From one missed up smash, I wonder how often he could do that, because it's always just the
We got those! He is
he one of the best players in the world?
He's probably a top 10 player right now.
Light on an absolute tear. This Fox looking incredibly rabid. Teeth are out, feet are kicking. That body of Cloud is flipping.
Yeah, this is looking. Oh, get off of me! Oh my God!
Bro! What?
No, he didn't. No.
When you matched up with Light, what were you thinking?
When I saw I was playing Light, I'm like, oh, I want this, because I knew I could beat him, and I was very close to proving it. Game 1, I got destroyed. I was expecting ZD stuff, and I was not getting ZD stuff.
Able to make it back, reads in second place, and all you're doing. Yeah, even with the jab, one forces the tech away and reacts immediately. Now has a 3-stock up to 1 lead.
It comes to doing that.
Oh, your jump's gone. Your jump's gone. Yeah, that's it. Game over.
And then going into game 2, I realized he left small battlefield up. I'm like, all right, well, you know, I'm on the big stage. I get my best stage. I get my favorite stage. And I get punch-out music. Let's do this. And it was not looking great until I got that gazelle punch.
Trade. Now Alternis, he does have KO punch. This is your one opportunity if you want to get back in.
I was thinking.
He just barely touched the ground to get that.
When I landed that gazelle punch, I'm like, I have all the momentum in the world right now, even though I'm losing.
Stage, you actually kind of teleport to the ground. Making use of it.
Oh,
but
wait.
Do you need another one? Oh.
That's a lot of reads in a row. Oh, he wanted that down tilt because his jump was gone. The up B might possibly do it against Fox, and it is.
There's way. Alternate going game 3 with life.
Rewatching that set, I should have died because he nared me, and it put me past the platform while I was still in tumble. He jumped up and tried to do a landing back air, I'm pretty sure. If he had just up smashed me there, I lost. I was dead. You know, then we go into game 3, I end up getting a lead, and I take a second stock first. And I remember he put his controller down, put his headphones on, and was just in the zone.
Did he pull up the sleeve on you?
I don't think he had sleeves that tournament.
Oh, so he's asleep though.
But I saw him put his controller down, put his headphones on, and I'm like, oh shit.
Afraid the KO punch apparently because he knows he has reads on deck.
Down. Tries to go for the back air, does not connect on it. The Nair will connect though, and that's gonna get the late hit.
Light had been mashing Nair out of all my up tilts that entire set. And I thought he was gonna do it again. Well, my mindset is he's probably gonna swing. And if he does, I win. And Light, being the top player that he is, realized that. And he even told me after the set, like, you know, he realized that if he did anything but jump, he died. You know, even with the jump, I was pixels off. Like, if you look at it, my fist is in the fur of his tail.
This percent, but it gets a little bit rougher now. Late hit in there, he goes for down and mix it up. KO punch is there.
Scary.
He's got to get rid of it. He has to get rid of it. If he does not get rid of it, that is huge. Oh, he missed it. He missed it.
I think as esports gets more established, you're going to be getting scouts for stuff like that, and it's going to, you know, increase fame and notoriety. And I think that's just a natural thing of esports becoming more and more popular over the last decade or so. But you know, I think a big part of why people want to succeed is, you know, making a name for themselves.
Is that something that you focus on?
It definitely was at one point. I think, if I'm being honest, when Peanut came around, I was like, all right, you know, this kid's doing all right, but it's all online. And I saw how popular he was getting, and I'm just like, oh, I'm still getting better results than him, and I'm doing it offline where it, you know, actually matters. Not to say online doesn't matter entirely, but, you know, there's a certain amount of weight compared to the two. But, you know, I think once I hit my peaks with Mac, and I started to just kind of move on to other characters, I'm like, all right, you know, I'm just gonna play for me now. You know, I've established myself as who I need to be. I don't need to worry about getting fame or chasing clout at this point. I would consider myself a professional, if only because I make money off of it, which, you know, I guess technically speaking is a definition of professional. But, you know, I don't think that I'm at that, like, top level. I don't know if I'm ever going to get there, because for me, this is just a hobby. You know, I'm still a student. I'm still trying to get a job after all this. I'm not trying to make Smash my life. But, you know, it's the most enjoyable hobby to me right now, so I'm trying to be as skillful and professional about it as I can.
So how hard is it to climb the ranks in terms of success in esports or Smash Bros. In general?
I would go more with Smash with this, but I would say in order to, you know, climb up the ranks, you just gotta put time into it. You know, I know there's a joke about, people joke about, like, Rob being a 9-to-5 character. You don't gotta put any time into him and you'll still win because he's just that easy. But, you know, the best of the best, they all care about the game. They all put time into it. And I would say that's probably the same for any other esport. admittedly don't have a lot of experience with other players for other esports. Because Smash is kind of its own little bubble. But yeah, it's just you got to be willing to put the time in. You got to be willing to put the effort in, just like any other sport.